What's up, guys? Nasser coming at you with another reaction video, and this one's another DNF Duel one. We got a two-parter in this one, and technically there's a third part to this, but it's not going to be in this video. So to break this down, part one obviously is this upcoming balance patch, and they're talking about some other stuff in this video. I've not looked at it. I've gotten like 11 seconds in, and then I had to stop myself, because the first part of this I already knew because I saw this on Twitter, but the second part of this is I'm gonna be talking about the season pass that is coming out that I knew nothing about until I looked on the YouTube channel after this got uploaded, and I saw this. I did not know we were getting a season pass for DNF Duel. So kind of what we talked about in my last video about the new character, about that being a spark that this game might potentially be needing, and how they're adding more stuff to basically bring some life back to the game is seemingly coming to fruition, and it's seemingly a thing that they're actually doing. It's not just that we're going to be getting that one character and then the balance patch, and then we're not going to hear anything about the game for a couple months. It's like, oh no, they could have only made that one character and then that was it. And then if they were like, okay, if this one character is responded to with some positivity and some, everything works out good with this character when they release and everybody likes it and it brings some relevancy back to the game, then it's like, okay, we can develop more characters after that. But they're like, no, we're already developing these characters, so you just gotta wait till they release. It's not we're gonna release this one character, not talk about anything for a couple months, and then come back with one new character and do that until they reach what would have been the end of that season pass. So they're doing it, and they're doing it the same but differently. They're doing it with more intent, as in they've already done all this stuff for the other characters, or they're at least planning to, but they're telling us about it now, versus they don't tell us anything. We're sitting in the dark for months after this character releases. We might get some balance patches, some not so grand ones like this one, and then we randomly, like this one, we get a video, hey, we're releasing a new character, we were not telling you if we're making any other ones yet. It's just the intent behind it seems different, even though it's the same. All it is they're letting us know ahead of time that they're supporting this game longer by letting us know there is a season pass. But let's not waste any more time. Let's just go ahead and start reacting to it. Like I said, I saw this on Twitter where they were talking about releasing the game for 50% off. Now, as of me recording this today is the 22nd, so when I'm recording this, the Steam version of this is up, so this is 50% off. So if I'm gonna get the game, more than likely I am, because my homie Joe, y'all know who Joe is, he has talked about playing in this. So if I'm gonna get the game, I'm getting it on Steam, and the 50% off is started now. On console it started yesterday, but yeah, this started now, so the game is 50% off, and I've told him about it, so we plan on getting it hopefully very soon. Definitely getting before this runs out, so be prepared for DNF Duel content hopefully in the upcoming future. And I forget if this game has crossplay or not. If it does, then that's good, because then, if one of y'all on console wants to play with me on Steam, then we'll be able to. If not, that kind of sucks, but yeah, it's the age we live in. Some games just have crossplay built in, some don't. I don't look at that as a big determining factor whether I play a game or not. Okay, so the balance patch came out yesterday. Okay, so the balance patch is already out. Like, yeah, because they made this video after they released the balance patch. Like, I saw on Twitter, they were like, hey, the balance patch is up now, here are the patch notes. And I didn't look at the patch notes, so I know nothing about what specifically they changed. I just know, like, as you saw, they were like over 100 move changes, and this is a big balance shift for the game. So if y'all want me to, leave a like or a comment, something to let me know that y'all want me to go through the patch notes, and I won't sit here and, because like I said, it's a over 100 move balance patch, so I'll have to go in and look at what the moves looked like before and what they were doing before. And if I do a balance patch video, it'll be something similar to like my meme ones I did for like multiverses. I'll go in, I'll look at it, I'll like, okay, and I'll make funny stuff about it. I'll try to make it as entertaining as I can. The only difference is it kind of sucks that I don't currently have the game. So if I get the game, then I do the balance patch video, it'll have to be a little bit, because then I'll have to, look at the moves and make meme worthy stuff about it. But yeah, let me know if y'all want a balance patch video. Or a patch notes video, I should say, my bad. Then the comment on this game has always looked dope to me, especially after playing it and playing Ghostblade. I still want to play Striker, because my bad, Striker was the one character I never got to play. Ghostblade was the character I did play and had the most fun with. I never got to see Lost Warrior gameplay because people obviously played him, but I wasn't watching the videos that he came out with, because I was like, I'm gonna get the game, because I still playing the beginning. So I was like, I'm gonna get the game. I'm gonna go ahead and just not watch anything, and I'll experience him when I fight him. Okay, so this is coming to Switch on April 20th. I forgot whose video I was watching, but one day somebody was like, I think it might have been a Maximilian video, the video where they were talking about the patch, the grand balance patch when it first got talked about, when I made my video on it. I watched his video, I think, after, because I was like, okay, I'm gonna talk about it in my video first, then I'm gonna watch his. And I think that they joked about a Switch port coming to the game, and then I had saw in the DNF Duel Twitter or YouTube channel that they were like, no, yeah, we're gonna make a Switch port for this game. I'm like, oh, that's fucking crazy. They talked about that. Hopefully it's just a good Switch port, because the game isn't graphically intense. I mean, it's not really much going on except for the visual effects off the moves. Downloadable content. Okay, yeah, we knew she was DLC. Okay, so the season pass is 5 characters and she's the first one. Got it. Okay, and that's for 2023. Okay, so a good little video to tell us about it, but then they made a separate season pass video. And real quick, we're just gonna check this out, because the fact I wasn't gonna do this at first, but the fact that they made a second video about it just was like, okay, it gotta be something different in here. They're not gonna upload it in that last video and then just upload the exact same stuff. So maybe there's some more detail or something in here. This outfit's character still so fucking sick. It's crazy. Okay, no, they just did what okay, so they did do that. So they just flat out were like, we're just gonna talk about this, just in case for some reason you didn't watch this entire video all the way through, because they didn't even put in this video that is coming in 2023. They put it in the title, but not this part of the graphic in the video. But yeah, 5 new characters. And Dungeon Fighter Online, that's the for people that don't know, that's what this game gets its characters and all its inspiration from. Is a whole different mobile game that they converted to a fighting game essentially. That game I've heard has a very robust cast of characters that they can pull from, so it's interesting to see what they're gonna do in terms of looking at that game and bringing it over into this game, and basically making the characters in that game into fighting game characters. It's interesting, because from what I've seen and how I've seen some of them play, they've done a really good job of making these guys feel like they've always been fighting game characters, Granted, I've never played Dungeon Fighter Online, so I can't say how they felt in those games, But yeah, DNF Duel's back. Getting new updates and everything, and new characters. Let me know in the comments how y'all feel about this. I'm definitely hyped about this. I know that they got some criticism for how they were handling this, but I mean, you can't knock anything they've done here, because yeah, you would have liked the game to have had more developer support and what's the word I'm looking for here? I guess the word I'm looking for is like feedback from the people working on the game, like how you have with Multiverses, where like one of the lead programmers are constantly on Twitter. You can tag him and at him and Like you can reach out to him very easily, and this game didn't really seem like it had that, and they just didn't talk about it. So it was like the fate of the game was left unknown in a sense. But like with this, they're one making the game cheaper, which was always a thing that like people felt like hurt this game. You made this game $60, and it was like okay, and we don't know anything about any DLC, anything that could happen after the fact. It's just this game's 60, and then it's like okay, what else? And then it's like it got this many characters as a story mode that most people aren't gonna be caring about because it's a fighting game. So it's like you see what I'm saying? Though it's like there's not much there. Versus now, oh, this game is a fighting game. Came out not too long ago. Is getting an active DLC, a new season pass, and they just dropped the price of it. So it's half off now. So I can't remember if this is 50 or 60. So if it's 60, it's 30 now. So why not try it? If you don't like it, you spent $30 on it instead of spending full 60, which you cannot. Especially if you're trying to, get more people back into the game. You just lowered the barrier of entry. Some people said that, this should have been a free-to-play game like Multiverses. And hey, look, you can't sit here and compare the two. I know they came out around the same time, but it's like if this game was free, you were right in the sense of it would have definitely had a lot more help, and I feel like a lot more people would have played it because it was virtually nothing to play. Versus you got to spend 60 on it, But the game for sure had people playing it in the early stages, like during those betas, and it has shit that's in it that's dope. So I feel like this game, hopefully with this, is the upward trajectory now. It's got everything it's needed now to go up, and it shouldn't go back down to where it was, where there was virtually less than 100 or like 100 people playing the game on Steam or less than that. Like, I don't ever want to see the game in that state again. I want to see the game thrive. But let me know in the comments how y'all feel. Like, subscribe for you, and I'll see y'all next one. Peace.